Good morning. I am Karen Dunphy, a licensed spiritual practitioner here at Centers for Spiritual Living, Greater Las Vegas. Happy 4th of July weekend to everyone. And right now, please take a moment to silence your devices. And I thank everyone for joining us online. Our meditation this morning is a combination of spoken word, contemplation, breath work, and affirmations. So I invite you now to take a couple of slow, deep breaths, allowing your eyes to close. Simply allow yourself to drop down into your heart. Deep into your heart. Into the often neglected nether regions that work nonstop to keep you alive. Notice the landscape, the atmosphere, and feel the rhythm of your heart. In front of you is your own personal meditation cushion. Notice the color, the shape, the size, and gently take your seat. And now, allow yourself to go even deeper. Remember, there's no place else you need to be, and nothing else you need to do. Our meditation today embraces the qualities of joy, love, and peace, our oneness, and our community. Now, allow yourself to drop down even deeper into your heart and feel your oneness with Spirit and with our spiritual community. There are 7,000 languages on earth, and a smile is understood by all of them. Attitudes are contagious. Is yours worth catching? As I speak the following affirmations, you may silently repeat them to yourself, or simply focus on your breath. In breath, out breath. Thoughts come, thoughts go. Just allow them to pass and return your awareness to your breath. I am one with the joy that God is. God is the joy that I am. I am the joy that God is. I am one with the love that God is. God is the love that I am. I am the love that God is. I am one with the peace that God is. God is the peace that I am. I am the peace that God is. Simply keep your attention on your breath, the very breath of God, breathing you. The breath of God sustains you. keeping your attention on your breath, know that you, God, our community, and all there is are one. Nothing is separate. We are all connected, and we are all community. And now, I invite you to bring your attention back into your body. Gently open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a nice deep breath. And this concludes today's meditation. The Sunday celebration service will begin at 10 o'clock. Thank you.
doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Here we go now. Doors It's about comfort and smiles. It's about love. It's about kindness. It's about hearts open wide. It's about love. It's about passion. It's about taking a chance. It's about love. It's about service. It's about lending a hand. It's about love. It's about laughter. It's about comfort and smiles. It's about love. It's about kindness. It's about hearts open wide. It's about love. It's about passion. It's about taking a chance. It's about love. It's about service. It's about lending a hand. About lending a hand. Swing wide the doors. The time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. All right now, swing wide the doors. The time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide
It was like something was calling me and pulling me into a different direction. And then I found Center for Spiritual Living Greater Las Vegas. My relationship with the center has shown me a deeper realization of God and how this indwelling presence guides, sustains, and directs me in every capacity and every experience in my life. As I continue to study the teachings of these great mystics and sages, I will find more love, peace, and a general sense of universal good and harmony in my life.
Something's calling me a little bit deeper than I've ever been before.
Is something calling you?
Spiritual Living, and happy Independence Day weekend. I got my red, white, and blue on today. As I was walking in, I saw my reflection in the door, and I thought, oh, Laura, you look like a 70s used car salesman. But that's it. I decided I'm doing it anyway. Glad to see some other folks here with their red, white, and blue on. It's a wonderful expression of the joy that we have here of being in community. I want to say hi to those people that are joining us online. If you would, just turn and wave at that camera back there. I have a feeling we've got a lot of people online today, since it's, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but with the fireworks last night, I got about 2 hours of sleep. So between puppies and fireworks, it wasn't a joyous time. But anyway, so I have a feeling we've got quite a few people joining us online today. I want to say hi to everyone who's joining us here today. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for deciding to spend your day after Independence Day here with us. We're so grateful to have you here. Justin, what are we singing?
Home Where the Love Is.
Home is Where the Love Is. All right, the words are going to be on the screen if you'd like to stand and join us.
Every moment, every day, I am home where the love is, surrounded in God's presence, resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. It's lovely to meet you and to get to know your face. We are surrounded in love, flowing through this sacred space. We listen now as Spirit gently leads the way, as we open to the mystery, and together we will say, I am home where the love is. I am one with Spirit. let Spirit lead the way. Good morning, everybody. Great to see you. Greet your neighbor at this time if you're comfortable.
We're going to shift the energy here a little bit and go into a more contemplative time. I'd like to invite up our practitioner of the day, Karen Dunphy, to give us our affirmation and invocation, followed by some great music from David and Justin. Karen.
All right. Thanks, Reverend Laura. So today our affirmation is, and you can repeat after me, together we'll say, I am grateful for my spiritual community, to which I joyfully give, and from whom I gratefully receive.
God be revealed in me. God be revealed in me. Let's sing it now. God be revealed in me. God be revealed in me.
So as we remain together in consciousness on this beautiful Sunday morning, the day after America's birthday, 250 years, and so happy to celebrate that, so proud to be an American. The spirit of America, freedom and justice and liberty for all, runs through and through each and every one of us. It is that spirit of oneness that unites all of us. No one is separate. We are all connected. We are all one in the eyes of God. And as we move towards the mid part of our service today and towards Reverend Laura's talk, Growing Together, let us take a moment out and just really feel the presence of Spirit within. For it is the consciousness of the presence of Spirit within that really lights us up. When we are together as a group and we feel the presence of Spirit within, we are on fire. So let the fireworks remain inside as we move towards our special talk today. And I just want to thank you all for being such a marvelous and beautiful community. And together we say, and so it is.
Let's sing it now. God be revealed, or be revealed in me. God be revealed, or be revealed in me. One more time now. God be revealed in me. It's there it is. Let me be a candle, let me be a radiant star, let me be a beacon, shining who you are. Let me be the miracle I've been dreaming of. Let me be a lantern of your love. Shine through me, shine through me. Let the light within me help this troubled world to see. Shine through me, shine through me. Use this willing vessel, Holy Spirit, shine through me. If a friend grows weary, I'll come and take their part. If a child is hungry, I'll give out of my heart. In the darkest hour, I will lend a light from above. I will be a lantern of your love. Shine through me, shine through me. Let the light within me help this troubled world to see. Shine through me, shine through me. Use this willing vessel, Holy Spirit, shine through me. Shine through me, shine through me. Holy Spirit, shine through me. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Justin. Beautiful. Shine through me. All right. So we're entering into July, and we have a new theme for this month. as part of our Living the Mystic's Way theme for 2026, we are now going to talk about the mystic in community and how we can begin to thrive as one and yet be in a group of other people. Be around people who are like-minded. Be in this community of love, as we sang in our opening song here. Being in this space of spirit, the space of love and connection and so forth. So as we're going through that this week, my talk title is called Growing as One. How do we take that idea of oneness and allow ourselves to grow into a community and to grow individually and grow as a group together? You know, if we think about mystics from throughout the ages, some of the more popular ones come to mind, like Jesus of Nazareth, who for many years, for the first probably 30 years of his life, well, 20 of those years or so, he was a child for a while of them, but he went off on his own, and he studied, and he meditated, and he learned. He went into a group of like-minded people called the Essenes, and he was there in isolation most of the time, where he was studying and connecting with spirit and actually beginning to develop the ideas that he brought forth. Talk about Gautama Buddha, who was a young prince who left all the riches and everything he knew to live the life of an ascetic out by himself, with no one around him, nothing, no food, nothing to support him, just to get an idea of what life was about, to try to figure out this meaning of life. You take some of the saints and sages, like one of my favorites, St. Teresa of Avila, who was bedridden for most of her life through illness. But as she was bedridden, isolated in her own room, she made a deep and profound connection with spirit. And then it formulated all of the works that she did afterwards. Or you take somebody like St. John of the Cross, who was imprisoned for many years, where he had nothing but himself to rely upon. But all of these people, all of the mystics, have spent this time in solitude, time by themselves. And then what did they do? They had to take it into community. They had to bring it out. They had to share it with people that were eager for this type of a message. Every single one of the mystics that we've learned about took the time they needed in silence and by themselves to get that deep and rich connection with spirit. But then they took it out into the world. They took it out into community. They shifted from that individual idea of spiritual connection to a collective awakening, to a way that they could actually bring spirit into more and more lives in their world. So every spiritual awakening, every one that we've talked about, every one of the mystics we've talked about, all begins when a new vision becomes possible. When a new vision is revealed itself to the person who has been in this time of solitude, this time of aloneness, they get a vision. They get a vision of what's possible. And they are driven to take it out into the community, to take it out to other people. As Michael Beckwith talks about, he says that pain pushes until the vision pulls. And so people spend this time in this deep contemplation because something is painful within them, something they need to try to figure out, something they need to solve. Something has pulled them into this place of solitude. And then the vision pulls them out of it. The vision pulls them out into another way. And so every spiritual awakening begins when vision starts to pull us forth. When vision is so palpable within us that it can't be contained and it comes forth. So this weekend we're celebrating the 250th anniversary of a vision that was so powerful it could not be contained anymore. Now, that vision was preceded by a lot of pain. There were a lot of things going on in our country that precipitated the need for this vision to pull us out of it. I was recently reading the Declaration of Independence, and there are 27 grievances listed in the Declaration of Independence that the Continental Congress decided they needed to tell King George they had had enough of it. 27 different things that they listed in that document. I never realized that before. And so think of all of the pain. Every single one of those 27 items was a painful experience that the colonists were going through, something that had made it so difficult for them to remain that way. And so they had to do something about it. And so they got together as what they called the Continental Congress. And out of that group of people, the representatives from each of the 13 colonies there, they chose 5 people to work on what they called the Declaration of Independence. Now, mostly it was written by Thomas Jefferson, but it was edited by John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and the other 2 I'd never heard of before, and I can't remember their names now. So, obscure people in our American history. Anyway, they edited what Thomas Jefferson had created, and then they came up with this Declaration of Independence, and they presented it to the Continental Congress on July 4th, 1776, and it was ratified and signed unanimously. Well, in there is the most famous line from the Declaration of Independence, and it says, "We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." We all have heard that before, right? We all pretty much know that one. Anybody have any objection to the words in that? Yes. There's one in there that really bugs me beyond anything. And you know, for a long time, I could rationalize it as, well, they're just writing in the way people wrote back in that time. But that's not true, because when they said all men were created equal, they meant all men like them. And they meant all men. So that's taking out half the people in the world right there. And then not only did they have to be men, they had to have a certain skin tone, and they had to own property, and they had to be highly educated. And so now we're talking about all men are created equal, and they're talking about 1%. 1% of the men are created equal. And they were really upset at this guy on the other side of the ocean who thought he was better than them. And he thought he was better than them because in his culture, in his belief system, in the way that he was raised, he was appointed by God to do the job that he was doing. It was a divine ordination. He had been brought there by the will of God to do that work. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but my God isn't that way. The God that I believe in doesn't decide, you get to be the king of the world, and you get to be something else. Or you're a man, so you're great, you're a woman, you're just going to do whatever I say. My God does not do that. My God does not play favorites that way. Anybody have a God that's that way? That plays favorites that way? You wouldn't be in this room if you did. Let me tell you that right now. If your God is a judgmental God who says some have and some can't have, some should get all the rights and some should get no rights, you don't belong in this room. You know that. You wouldn't have even walked through the doors. That would have never even attracted you. The vision would have never pulled you here. So when we think about this, though, there's some other things in this statement that are really good. So for instance, it doesn't begin, freedom is the necessary prerogative of free will and self-choice acting as a law of cause. Free will and self-choice are the law of cause and effect. Free will and self-choice are governed under the law of cause and effect. In other words, we have the right to choose whatever we want to choose, but we are not exempt from the law of cause and effect. So if we choose something that is not in our best interest, then we're going to be, it's going to carry with it the liabilities of its selectivity. I love that. That's a great way of saying you're going to get it. The liabilities of its selectivity. So we have the right to choose. We have the right to choose what it is we want to experience in the world. We have the right of free will to choose how we're going to experience that. We can choose in all different circumstances in our lives. We have free will to choose. That's one of the best things about the God of my understanding, is it gave us free will. It doesn't have an opinion about what we choose. But it's not going to exempt us from the law of cause and effect. So we can choose whatever we want. We just have to be willing to deal with whatever comes out of it. And so when the men of the Continental Congress ratified the letter they sent to King George, they were exercising their free will and their self-choice. And they were subject to the laws of cause and effect by their actions. And so, of course, we know what transpired after they sent the Declaration of Independence to King George, he wasn't terribly happy with it, to say the least. Ernest goes on to say that freedom is a state of consciousness. Every mystical tradition reminds us that the deepest freedom is not something that is granted by governments or won through court battles or won through some external struggle that we have to go through. The deepest kind of freedom is the one that we discover within ourselves, the one that is inherent within us already. And so when the mystic then has to declare a different kind of independence here, not independence from one another, but independence from the illusion that we were separate in the first place. We have to declare our independence from this idea that I am different than you, that you are separate from me, that this person is better or this one is worse, or that's the right way to do it and that's the wrong way to do it. All of those things have disintegrated our interdependence in trying to make us feel independent in the world. So when we can get away from that, when this illusion begins to fall away, that we actually experience something quite remarkable. We begin to experience that we are not isolated individuals. We discover that we actually belong to each other, that we belong in a community together with like-minded people. This is really the paradox of our spiritual journey here, because we have to do the internal work and we have to do it on our own to get to that place. But then once we get that, once we have that realization, it is absolutely necessary for us to take it out into the world. So the more deeply we awaken to this one presence, this idea of this internal God or the God of our understanding, the more deeply we awaken to that, the more deeply we recognize our connection with everybody else around us. That's the paradox. We think we're doing something in isolation, but we wind up realizing how interconnected we are in the first place. And so this idea of growing spiritually, you know, often many of us are on a spiritual journey, and I want to develop more spirituality. But this idea of growing spiritually is never merely about becoming a better individual. It's about becoming more conscious of the one life that is in every individual. And so this is my favorite quote from Ernest from the first page of the Science of Mind textbook. The divine plan is one of freedom. Bondage is not God ordained. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul, and all instinctively feel this. So freedom is the birthright of every living soul. So if we go back to that idea of all men are created equal, and we realize what the writers of that intended for all men in that writing, we realize that they did not inherently believe that all people were equal. But in our spiritual understanding, in the belief system that we have, freedom is the birthright of every living soul, and all instinctively feel this. So even if we feel like we're in bondage to something right now, there is that vision within us that is pulling us forth. That vision of freedom, that vision of this complete emancipation from all discord is pulling us forth. It's coming forth from within us. And so this idea of that, you know, I said before, that my God, the God of my understanding, would not choose to put some people in bondage and allow other people to thrive. The God of my understanding does not believe in this binary world that we have created. You know, there's so many things where it's this or that, where it's black or white, or it's rich or poor, it's male or female. There's so many instances where we look to compare things that way. And I've said this before, this is actually a biologically wired thing that happens in our brains. It's a safety mechanism for us to be able to distinguish between what is safe in our world and what is not. But it goes back to that primitive time when we were living in the cave being chased by saber-toothed tigers. We had to know whether it was safe or not to be there. But we don't need that anymore. We have, our society, our collective world around us has developed beyond the need to have such a binary world where it's either this or it's that. And so we move into this idea of coming together as community and growing together as one, letting our spirituality formulate within a community is actually going to enhance things a lot better than having that binary this or that world. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. talked a lot in his work throughout the years about what he called the beloved community. And the beloved community is a place where where everybody comes together and we all thrive. That's what we're trying to create here at Centers for Spiritual Living, is this idea of a place where everybody can come and everybody is equally embraced and everybody thrives to the level that their free will and their self-choice wants them to thrive. But this is what Martin Luther King said in his, this is from the letter from the Birmingham jail that he wrote when he was under arrest. He wrote, "We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly." This is especially powerful because it echoes that idea of interconnectedness. What affects one individually affects all indirectly. And so when we look at that, we've been talking about this idea throughout many of the talks this year, the idea of Indra's net, where what we do on one part of the net affects the jewels that are on the other part of the net, or the idea of the golden thread that is woven throughout all of it. This is a big integral part of our talk about living the mystic's way this year. This idea that we are mutually dependent upon each other, that we are so interconnected that what happens on one has to happen to the other around us. To whatever degree we feel it or we're aware of it, it is constantly happening. And so Ernest here says that while we have one common source, divine wisdom has seen fit to make each an individual. Unity does not mean uniformity. We can be together as one without having to be all alike. We can be together as one and celebrate the diversity that's present in that group of one. We can come together without having to make us all be the same. We can come together with these ideas and we can grow spiritually through this idea of our interconnectedness. He goes on to say, there is a unity at the center with infinite variations at the circumference. It's a beautiful visual. I love to get that. It's like, reminds me of an atom. You see a diagram of an atom and it has a little nucleus in the middle, and then all around it are all these parts spinning forth from it. So it's the same in the center. It is that unity in the center, but the individuality is all around us. And so sometimes we forget how wonderfully diverse our human family actually is. We speak thousands of languages. We practice hundreds and hundreds of spiritual traditions. We carry on in countless different cultural ways. And yet beneath all those beautiful differences beats the very same light. That very same light, the same spirit within me is the same spirit within you. It is the heartbeat. It's beating within my chest. It's beating within your chest. It's beating within all life. It is the very same thing. And as we develop in our idea of mysticism here, we begin to see that diversity is not a threat to unity, but it's actually its fullest expression. The more diverse a culture is, the healthier it is. The more diverse a country is, the healthier it is. Health and well-being thrives in a diverse environment. Just like a garden. A garden, when you plant it, it needs all kinds of different plants in it to help the others grow. I remember as a child, my mother loved tomatoes, and so we would always plant tomato plants. But guess what we had to put in the same area? We had to put marigolds in there. We always planted marigolds next to the tomato plants. I learned later on it's an insect repellent, so that's a good thing. But marigolds are so beautiful. I love them. And so we wound up with this beautiful diversity. We have a symbiotic relationship that's going on between our plant life and our animal life. We have animals that live in the forest that stir up the soil around the trees that make the roots of the trees healthier. We have bees that pollinate the flowers. They take the pollen from one plant to another plant, helping all of our food grow. Imagine if we didn't have the diversity of bees in our world, what it would be like. But This idea of being uniform, again, it does not mean we all have to be the same. Diversity is healthy. Diversity is how we grow as one. Diversity is how we thrive in our world. And so our unity with other people does not mean that we must think and act and look the same as anybody else. All it means is that we should get along with them. We should value what it is they bring to a situation. I don't bring to a situation the same things as other people bring to a situation. And I have skills that other people don't have. And so we each come into this situation and we bring what's the best of us, and it creates this wonderful environment where all thrive. And so as we begin to understand this, we begin to unify with everything around us, while at the same time keeping intact and whole that God-given something that's at the center of our being. I don't have to lose any part of myself to be in a community with diverse people. There's not one thing that's taken away from me when I'm in a thriving community. In fact, I am uplifted. I am enlivened. I become more of who I am and who I was meant to be, why I was put here on this earth in the first place, when I am in a diverse community. And so I think in our community right now, in our world that we're living in, that maybe it's time for us to sign a new declaration. 250 years ago, we signed the Declaration of Independence against a king that was, according to that, quite a tyrant. So, maybe it's time for us to sign a new declaration here. The Founding Fathers could have never imagined the America that we have today. They absolutely could not imagine it. Their thinking was too limited for the world that we've created here today. Their Declaration of Independence is unfinished. They didn't go far enough as far as I'm concerned. Every generation throughout these last 250 years has been asked to expand on that Declaration of Independence. And they do things, and we do it legally through our Constitution. We have all of the amendments that come along in our Constitution, and they get some of them have to be ratified in the states. Some of them are executive orders. Some of them are done by the Supreme Court. All of these things that create our laws are ways that we are signing a new declaration. We are stating our intention for what we would like to experience in our life. And so the mystics throughout time have always understood that these declarations are unfinished. Our lives are unfinished. When we leave this plane of existence, we still have work to do. We still have to take some stuff with us and do what we need to do, and grow. Let our souls evolve to that next incarnation, the next thing that we're here to be. Our spiritual declaration is never finished either. And so every day we're invited to widen our circle of influence, our circle of community. We have that opportunity every single day to meet somebody new, to find somebody who's not like me, to find someone who is interesting in a way that I could not imagine. Every day we're invited to love a little bit deeper. We're invited to forgive a little bit more. We're invited to invite other people into the same realization that we've had, to invite them in to this collective consciousness that we've developed here. Mysticism is about seeking freedom, but it's not seeking freedom from tyrants. It's seeking freedom from our own internal fears, our own comparisons, the judgment that we have about ourselves, our ideas of scarcity or lack or limitation. It's about finding freedom from a sense of separation, knowing our true oneness. It's about releasing all of those resentments that we've had throughout the years. So I've written a couple of statements of declarations here, and I'd like you to read them along with me. And so the first one here, let's say this together. Today I declare, let's go together. Today I declare my independence from fear. How did that feel? All right, let's try another one. Today I declare my freedom from separation. Pretty good, right? All right, that's one more. Today, I remember the one life expressing as everyone I meet. Today, I remember. Today, I remember the truth of who I am. As Paramahansa Yogananda told us, the reason that we've come here to earth is to love, to serve, and to remember. To remember who we are, and whose we are, and why we're here, and what gifts we have to offer. The Declaration of Independence, I've read a lot of it over the years, lots of different classes I've taken and so forth, but I never really paid attention to the last line of it. And so here's the very last part of the Declaration of Independence. It says, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. We mutually pledge to each other. That's what about growing in a community is about. That's what being in a community is all about. That's what the gift that we have there is, that we can be with each other in support of each other. In support of each other, and in allowing that highest and greatest idea of who we are, that vision that is within us that's wanting to emerge. It's about allowing that to happen with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence. God's got our back. God's there for us. Always. And in all ways. And so our opportunity is to relax into that knowing of that truth, and allow it to come forth. And so I rewrote this for us here, for our declaration of community here. So I invite you to close your eyes and just listen. This is a declaration of community, unity there. With a firm reliance upon the presence that lives within and among us, we mutually pledge ourselves not to uniformity, but to unity. Not to fear, but to love. Not to standing apart, but to growing together as one. May we offer our compassion, our gifts, our courage, and our sacred honor in service of the flourishing of all life. And so it is. All right, let's take this into prayer. I invite our practitioners to stand and surround us. Our beautiful practitioners are in prayer for us each and every day, holding this community in the highest and greatest truth of all. And so I just invite you to take in a nice deep breath. And so in this sense of community, in this presence of the one life that is living through each and every one of us, I know that right here and right now, that one is all there is. It is the power and the glory and the love of a beautiful community. I know that nothing exists outside of this one, that the perfection and the wholeness of the divine resides right at the heart of each and every individual. For I know that each one of us is that place where God shows up in all of its magnificence and all of its glory. I know that each and every one of us is here for the fulfillment of a divine vision, a vision that is implanted in us and is pulling us forward in a higher and greater arc of evolution. And so knowing this truth, I speak my word right here and right now. I know that we are a beautiful, beloved community, that we are a place where spirit is felt, where it is seen, where it makes itself known in unimaginable ways. I know that this place resides right in the heart of our being. It fills us, it pours forth from us, it surrounds this room, and it moves out into the world around us. For I know that there is not one place in all of creation where the presence of the divine is not felt. And I know that as we remember this truth, as we awaken to this divinity within us, we become a living vessel for the Holy Spirit in a way that we have never imagined possible for our lives. We are mystics in action. And it is through our love, through our compassion, through our acts of service, through our willingness to forgive, that Spirit is tangibly felt in this world. And I know that this is an amazing blessing. And so I give great thanks for this. I'm so grateful to know it, to feel it, to see it happening right here and right now. And I release this word into the law, into the creative mind that is always fulfilling itself, that knows no lack or limitation, but is always unfolding for the highest and greatest good of all. I let it go, and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole.
Beautiful. Thank you all. Thank you, practitioners, Justin, David. All right, now is the time we have to support our community financially. We're a 501c3 religious nonprofit, and we receive our funding from your generous donations. We have several ways that you can give electronically. They're on the screen around you. If you need assistance with that, Kaylee and Kelly are in the back later after service, and we'll be willing to help you with that. And we gratefully receive your cash and check donations here today. And so let's just give this a little blessing. Would you put your hands over your heart? And repeat after me. This gift I give
This gift I give
goes forth from me,
goes forth from me,
does amazing and miraculous things,
does amazing and miraculous things,
and returns to me in kind,
and returns to me in kind,
pressed down and overflowing.
pressed down and overflowing.
Are we singing the new song?
Yes, new song. This is God is and will always be.
Okay, Justin wrote this new song. Here we
Yes.
go. The words on the screen.
I'm grateful for this day. With a grateful heart I say, God is and will always be. With this word of truth I'm led, in love and peace I'm led. God is and will always be. God is and will always be. God is and will always be. In joy and peace I live, with gratitude I give. God is and always will be. I know God's inside of me. I bless everyone I see. God is and will always be. God is and will always be. God is and will always be. I'm grateful for this day. With a grateful heart I say, God is and will always be.
And so we just bless this offering. We are so grateful for everything that we've received and everything that's moving to us in consciousness right here and right now. We know that these blessings move out from us and touch lives in untold ways. Thank you, God. And so it is. Okay. Now we have some more David.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yes, I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. Blue skies. Well, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. And gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yes, I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. And here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, oh bright, sunshiny day. Yeah. It's gonna be a bright, oh bright, sunshiny day. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a bright, oh bright, sunshiny day. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful song. All right, we have a few announcements for us. This Friday, we are showing our movie on the Maori people of New Zealand. It's a wonderful experience to come and see about the spirituality of a different culture, their healing practices, to see how the effects of colonization have had on the indigenous populations. It's part of a series of movies that we're showing this summer on these effects and how we can begin to understand a different culture and find the things that we have in common with them. So that's Friday at 7 p.m. here in the sanctuary. It's free. Bring a friend. We have popcorn. Life is good with popcorn, right? Okay. It's that time again in our community where we are doing a used book sale. Yay! So what we do is we collect your used books. So this is an opportunity for you to go through your shelves and find the ones that you might not want to read again or you think somebody else needs, and you're ready to release it and pass it on. You bring it here. We're going to collect books only on July 26th and August 2nd. So you have 2 days to bring them in, or you can bring them during the week between that too if you want to bring them to the center here, and Kaylee will be here for that. And so bring your books. And then we'll put them out on tables. And after service on August 9th, we will sell the books, and we'll sell them very reasonably, $1, $2, $3, something like that. Get an opportunity to refresh your reading supply for the upcoming year. And then all of the books that are left over go to the most amazing organization here in town. It's called Spread the Word Nevada. They take all of these books, they sell them on Amazon and other places that sell used books, and then they buy brand new books for kids, and they give them to them free. I mean, it's a wonderful way to get people reading more and to clean out our shelves, and or in my case, your boxes in the garage. I think the last count I had 37, so I don't know if I'll get through them all or not, but we're going to work at it. I have a lot of books. So it's an opportunity for you to get rid of some of your books, bring them here. The center makes a little bit of money off of the books that we sell here, and the bulk of them go to Spread the Word in Nevada. And so it's like I said, it's a wonderful opportunity to support our greater community. So think about that. You got a couple weeks to get your books ready and bring them in starting on the 26th of July. Let's see. Is it this Friday, Judy? She's not here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, game night's this Friday. I couldn't remember. It's the second Friday, but I didn't count which Friday it was. So second Friday of the month, this Friday. If you want more information, Judy's in the back corner over there. 6:30. It's a wonderful group that gets together and just plays whatever games that come up with. And so it's a great opportunity to have a little bit of fellowship, meet some people you might not have met before. That's this Friday night. And then the following Tuesday is our Sacred Conversations book club. This month we've been reading the book Wild Mercy, The Wisdom of the Women Mystics by Mirabai Starr. So we're going to have our discussion on that book on July 14th at 6 p.m. here in the sanctuary. And we have snacks, so it's always fun to come and, again, get a chance to talk to some people you might not have met before and have a great discussion about a wonderful book. Our Walking the Path group meets on Tuesdays here in the sanctuary. They take the Science of Mind magazine reading for the day and launch a discussion about science of mind principles and philosophy. So it's a great chance to meet some people and have a little bit of fellowship and community together. And so there are more things happening. Watch your e-blast that you should be receiving that if you've signed up on our for our newsletter. And watch our website. We've got great information on there. Facebook is also a good place. I think we even do Instagram. I'm not an Instagram person, so I don't really pay attention to that one, but I think we do it. So find out what's happening here at our center. If you're not on our newsletter and you'd like to be, there's a connection card in the back of the seats in front of you. Just fill that out with your name and email address, and we will add you to our email list. All right, would you stand, please? And if you're so inclined, grab somebody's hand. All right. And would you repeat after me? There is only one life.
There is only one life.
That life is God.
That life is God.
That life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is my life now.
That life is my life now.
And so it is. Have a great week, everyone. Happy 4th of July.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you and hear all about